Saying.
Next question from Animated Freak. Would you rather use Windows 10 for a year or use ratpoison as your window manager for a year?
What was the window manager again?
Ratpoison. Do you know ratpoison?
I would rather eat poison than use Windows 10. So
have you used ratpoison?
No, I have not, but I'd still rather eat poison than I would eat rat poison over using Windows 10.
Do a quick internet search using the Bing for ratpoison window manager. While I talk about why I would rather use Windows 10 than touch ratpoison, literally, I would give up every one of my ideals about open source and free software if my only option was to use ratpoison. I love minimalistic window managers. I love them. Awesome, Xmonad. There's a ton of great ones. Stellar, right? I love them. I usually on my laptops use those tiled minimalistic window managers. I just like them. Ratpoison takes everything that's wrong with every one of those, puts them in a single package, and makes the default hotkeys absolutely impossible for anyone to use ever. Literally, you have to type like 18 keys across every keyboard, break and dislocate your pinky, and in order to switch between windows. And it's called ratpoison, and it should die a horrible death. I don't know that there's anything on computers that I feel as negatively about as the ratpoison window manager. If you've never tried it, fire up a virtual machine, install like a base Debian install with ratpoison on it. Play with it for one day, throw your computer through whatever plate glass window you can find, and then tell me about it, because it's the worst experience you will ever have in your life. Ratpoison is awful. I cannot stand Windows 10. I find the interface awful and horrifying. I dislike so much about it. It's bloated, it's slow, it's crashy, it's ugly. It's everything I dislike about computers. Ratpoison is somehow, even though it's free software, magically so much worse. It's just the worst thing ever. It's just the worst.
Yeah, I'd still rather eat poison. I don't know. I just Windows 10. I can't do it. I just can't. I can't do OS 10 either. Honestly, they're both horrible.
OS 10 wasn't as bad. And then it got bad. Like every time they thought they were improving Mac OS 10, they just made it more awful. I
stopped giving support to people at Snow Leopard. Snow Leopard was the last release I ever supported for anybody.
I see that.
Because if you think about that time frame, it was still usable. It was
usable. It was bloated.
Still bloaty, Mac OS 10, whatever. But it was I could deal with it. And then and nowadays, El Stupido or whatever they call the latest version. I mean, El Captain or El Captain Crunch or El Chocula or whatever fancy name.
You know what? If Apple started naming them after like 1980s breakfast cereals, seriously, I might give it another try.
I would run Frankenberry on principle. I would. I really would.
Can't get enough of that sugar crisps. So wow. Yeah, right. If you've never, so here's one that's actually kind of great to use. And I really do mean this sincerely. Okay. Mac OS X Server 1.0.
Oh.
The very first OS 10 branded thing. And what was great about it was, and this ran only on old Power PCs, right? It's like like your old G3s and whatnot. It was the old Next Step and Open Step before they made it into Mac OS 10. They got rid of the old Next Step UI and put on the what they call Dark Platinum, which was this user interface that was like old Mac OS 8 and 9.
That's what it looks like.
Darker looking, and it looked so classy. And it was like it had all the user interface of Next Step, only it looked a little nicer. And it was great. I loved it.
It does look like Next Step a lot.
And then they went a whole nother direction and they screwed it up. And from there, Mac OS 10 just got worse and worse and worse with every single release. That was the best it ever got. They just screwed it up after that, which has nothing to do with Ratpoison, other than Ratpoison is terrible. Next question.